Hello, everybody. How are you this Friday night? We're a little late this evening for. I'm sorry. I'm Antonia.
I'm Amanda.
Yes, we are from the podcast Cut is a Wrap, and we also are from
Go ahead, keep talking.
Young Black Filmmakers. And just a disclaimer: we don't edit anything. We just go straight into it. So we're going to get started. This is all our free thoughts. We usually start right after Ready to Love, but right now, it's Friday. We had an impromptu versus going on with my nephew and my sister. They actually did Kanye and Kanye and Drake.
They did a Kanye and Drake.
It was
versus.
So cute.
So on Zoom, it was dope.
We did that, and it was.
And we went through 20 songs, and they was just going back and forth, and we had to vote on the best one, and it was dope.
It was a good time.
So Tiff had it the first round, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that last 5 that was a lightning round, and my nephew won. So
that's why he had Drake, by the way.
And we always like to as soon as when we watch the show, we get right. We do our review. And we post it as our original thoughts is what we do. And if you like it, please subscribe. If you're watching and it's like your third time watching or you're seeing this for the first time and you like what you see, subscribe. Yeah. That's all. All you got to do is click that button and subscribe.
Exactly. Like my sister said, we don't edit our videos. We right after the show, we record, do our little reviews, and post.
And that's what we do. So we're ready to get into it. So this episode was episode 4 of season 4, and it's called Sink and Swim. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be real with you. I feel like the dudes are sinking. They're sinking. Like the dudes, like I don't even know who the dudes are. When the girls were at the end of the show and they were like, "Oh, I have chemistry. I vibe with Phil," and we were looking like, "Who the fuck is Phil?
Who is Phil?"
Or me and Dante have a connection. I'm like, which one is Dante again?
Who is Dante?
Who are these characters?
Who is anybody? They're really hard to connect with, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why can't I connect with any of these characters? I don't remember any of them.
I don't, and it's so hard. It's difficult for me to connect with them. I don't know if it's production, because I know they go through a million dates episode, but we're not seeing the dates. We're not seeing the connections. I'm not seeing what you see, ladies. It's like, oh, we talk all the time and all that. Like, well, I need to hear a phone conversation or something, because I'm not something.
And I'm not getting it.
We're going to get into it. We're going to start from the beginning with.
They were at the pool party.
Yeah, they were in the beginning. They did a reset. They were trying to do a reset button. We had all the participants at a little pool party, which is cute. I like that part. So you saw all the body yaddies. Yeah. And let me tell you, in DC it's hot and humid in the summer. So pool party is I don't know why everybody went in that pool.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's difference between DC humid and like Atlanta humid.
It's
if
humid.
You know. So they were good with that pool party.
So we're gonna start with Camille and Cornelius. Mm-hmm. Remember, Camille is the teacher she's sounding like Fatal Attraction. And Cornelius, the church boy.
Because she got it's her boyfriend now. They ain't dating no more. That's her boyfriend.
Yeah, they were starting a little flirty. Actually, they was matching. They were looking cute. And I'm going to start with the couples that click. So Camille and Cornelius clearly have a vibe. So, like, during the pool party, they were vibing, and she automatically says that's her boyfriend. They go together. Okay. So then, I'm about to say Titus. What's his name? Tommy. Nephew Tommy threw in a monkey wrench and had 2 guests.
Yes.
So they had Sean, who's the writer. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get into Sean.
Writer slash actor slash creator.
Entrepreneur.
Slash entrepreneur.
And I think that's code for I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. And it also says something about a journalist.
And then journalist. So I'm just trying to.
He does all the things.
Yeah. He's a creative, which is great. Because we're creatives.
But I also got a 9 to 5. So.
I got a 9 to 5 and a 6 to 10. And my nigga told me not to work again. But I don't want
him. Okay. And then Sydney. So the Sydney seemed like a little valley girl. She like a little cheerleader. Came in. Oh, hi, Sydney. And I guess Camille was a little uncomfortable. First of all, let me tell you, disclaimer about Camille's facial expressions. Everything is on her face. She's all the meme when it says, you know, everything shows up on her
everything
face.
on her face.
She has no poker face. Everything is on her face. So she's feeling some type of way when Cornelius is having a conversation with the new girl, and you know he's being uncomfortable because it's like, oh, I don't know what she's going to do, and that's kind of, you know, it's a little cringy because we don't know what you're a little unpredictable.
We don't know what Courtney is capable of.
Camille,
because Camille is, you know, watching them having this conversation. You can see his eyes like look towards her as Cornelius and the new girl is having this conversation or whatever, and he's looking, you know.
And it's a dating show.
Awkward.
It's a dating show. It's not ready to get married like right now. It is ready to love. Let's date. You know, it's a dating show, and she fails to realize that you're on the wrong show, boo-boo, if you feel like y'all about to get married like today. And so we'll come back to them. But then Corey and Courtney, Corey got Courtney on a scavenger hunt.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. He planted, so we know Corey, creepy Corey. Mm-hmm. We all know him. I'm trying to fix my lashes. Corey. I don't know why they not.
Creepy, corny Corey.
Giving. But anyway, so creepy, corny Corey planted these cards for Courtney. So many seeds. We can't keep track. But planted these little like love notes for a scavenger hunt for Courtney. Basically telling her that you're my first crush and I like you, blah, blah, blah. But she had to find each card. And she was asking, like, who's planning these cards? I mean, I don't know who's doing this. And what's his name? Walter was like, I think that's something Corey did.
That's something he would do.
It's like he knew, like, okay, that's some corny that Corey would do. So
exactly,
I wouldn't do that. That's basically what he was saying. So anyway,
yeah. So it was a lot going on. It's a lot of moving parts going around in this pool party. So you have Camille and Cornelius. She eyeballing him like a crazy loony. Courtney on the scavenger hunt, looking at the cards like, I don't know where these cards come. They were by my phone. They were by my jacket. I don't know where they came from. Anybody know where these came from? So they were like, girl, chill. She's like, she also said she was hopeless romantic. So maybe that's why she was smitten kitten on those cards. And then it was also another dynamic with Tyrone and Sabrina and Shiloh at the pool party. Where Sabrina, which we didn't know because production never told us, or we haven't even seen any interaction with the two, with Tyrone and Sabrina. And she said they were actually feeling each other. They were talking. And I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
We didn't know they were talking. We didn't know they were, coupling a little bit. So Sabrina just flat out and said, I'm feeling you. I feel like we got chemistry. And then Tyrone, where it was like, yeah, you cool, but I feel like Shiloh can be my wife. And she's like, whoa. It's like, she was like, you're not giving us a chance. So
that was hilarious.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like Tyrone has issues. Like, this is the second time he done kicked another woman to the curb. He kicked what's her name? Carrie to the curb because he wasn't feeling her, but he did it in a very abrupt way. And now he's kicking my girl Sabrina to the curb. And I like Sabrina. Sabrina, she's fly. She's a fashion designer. She seems to have her head on straight. He's kicking her to the curb, just very abrupt, and he's not taking, emotional cues that she's trying to gauge if he's feeling her or whatever. And he's just like cutting it down. I like Shallow. So he's giving me, I don't know, low emotional intelligence or
I don't know. He doesn't know how to read the room.
Yeah. Read the room. I don't want to diagnose him with anything, but he does have PTSD. He was in the army.
He's not aware.
Yeah, he's not aware of emotional stuff.
And I don't think this is a show for him anyway, right. Which we already. He feels like if you're talking about, oh, she's ready to be my wife, you're on the wrong show. You are also on the wrong show.
You need to be on Married at First Sight.
Yes, y'all talk like twice,
which I watch and I love.
And you talking about she's ready to be your wife, and Shallow like whoa.
Maybe I ain't ready for all that yet.
Whoa, Shallow was not ready. Like you just met her like 2 days ago, and you and like I agree with Sabrina. Sabrina said, Tyrone, I feel like he's putting in her confessionals. She said, I feel like he's putting all his eggs in one basket.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he did. Like, you messed up. Like, you're dating all of these women. Like, maybe he's not used to dating multiple women at the same time.
Yeah.
But just like you're collecting data, it's not like you're making a commitment to them. You're actually, getting to know them all at once. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I don't think he's used to that.
Yeah. Not used to multitasking.
Yeah. And I feel like, and again, I like I said in the last episode, I feel like Shallow, she leads with her coochie. Mm-hmm. So when he's like, yeah, we talked. First of all, he said they never went out, but they talked late on the phone.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, since she's an intimacy coach, she's intimacy into me. Like she knows what to say, to get you where she wants to get you. Like, I don't, every time I talk, when she having a conversation, I don't hear anything deep come out her mouth. Mm-hmm. So
it's deep if she's talking about the cooch.
I think he felt for the okie doke. Like, the conversation seemed real lazy. To me, I don't know, but
and I think that was Shallow under the bus because I love a good intimacy coach.
I just don't hear nothing deep like that.
But that's not all we see as viewers. We see that she's talking about is whenever they show Shallow on a date with somebody, she's talking about sex. And if this is Ready to Love, in relationships, that's not something.
It ain't ready to sex. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's all. I said what I said.
All right, next.
So moving on. So I told you it was like a lot of moving parts with this pool party or whatever. So going back to after they got a little wet and comfortable, then they introduced the people. They brought in Sean and Sydney, which is the new people.
We got new people.
Mm-hmm.
It was a surprise. They threw in a monkey wrench and brought in two new people into the set.
Yeah, and that was what we talked about. Sean is an actor, journalist, photographer, gymnast. He is a caterer. He does gymnastics. He does all the things.
Okay, so moving right along. So we talked about that.
So we talked about. Oh, and then Phil said, okay, like the games began. Okay, I did see a little Phil's personality because he knew he was on a chopping block.
Who is Phil?
You still don't know who Phil is. I can't even describe him. I cannot even describe because he doesn't even have a memorable face.
He doesn't even have a memorable face. I'm sorry. Moving right along. What else?
All right, so we going into the date with Sydney. when Aisha and Sean was on the couch and they were discussing. They were on the couch. They wasn't on a date yet, but they were on. They were having a conversation. Sean, the new guy, was with Aisha, and then Frank was over there getting a little jealous. Was like, okay, he's trying to move in. And then also Frank was having a conversation with Sydney when they were at the pools. I mean, not Frank. Sean was having a conversation with Sydney at the pool. The new people were having a conversation with Z. I call her Z because I don't remember her real name. Zadia, I think, and Camille. So they got offended because Sean was having too much conversation with Sydney, and they were like, "Well, I guess we should leave because y'all keep talking."
I thought that was stupid. Like, if you are a grown adult and two people are talking, but you're in the vicinity of that area, that means it's a conversation between all of y'all.
And you can chime in whenever you want to.
It's a good conversation. The freedom to chime in whenever you want. It's not like she said, "Let me take you to the side. Oh, come here. I need to tell you something in private." No, it was a conversation amongst everybody, but they just got, maybe we should leave because y'all two talking to each other. But you guys were right there while they were having this conversation. If you wanted to know something about him, why you ain't ask
a follow-up question
or ask a follow-up question? Exactly.
That was immature.
I just thought that was silly.
I should leave.
I thought that was
silly. They're having a conversation with each other. Well, that's because she's asking them questions. That's what you do to get to know people. You ask them questions.
Yeah, that's what you do.
People. So Sean gets to know the girls. So the ladies. He's talking to Sydney. Camille already stamped that her and Cornelius go together. So when they were at the basement party, he started having a conversation with Aisha. And I love Aisha. She gives all the face. She's very presentable. She's probably one of my favorite girls. I always say that every episode. Like, somebody's always my favorite.
I like Aisha.
But Aisha, she's really starting to move. She's refreshing. She had therapy, so
she shines from the inside. She knows how to articulate.
She knows what she wants. I love Aisha. So they had a little conversation, and then it goes back to Camille, their little double date.
Yeah. And I'm still, maybe this is in the episode when they're trying to figure out sink or swim. Are they going to sink in their dating lives or swim? I don't know. But anyway, go ahead. So what happens?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to talk about Mooney and Cornelius.
Oh, did that happen before?
Yeah, the pool party. First of all, when Mooney and Corey was in the pool, Corey has no conversation. First of all, you're asking her, if I had a hot dog, what do you think I'm going to put on my hot dog? What? That's not even anything. Like, I never hear him say anything serious. I don't even know why he's still here. I'm glad he got kicked off. I mean, if, spoiler alert, nigga got
Corey
kicked off.
Kicked off. Yeah. He doesn't have grown-up conversation skills. I can't even put that in a good complex way.
Yeah, let's talk about Corey for a second. Corey reminds me, he's still in college. Like, he still reminds me of like a frat boy still in college or still trying to relive his college days.
I feel like he's never had a grown-up relationship.
His
a grown-up relationship. Yeah, and not even just with other people, just with yourself. Like, I feel like you still have a relationship with your college self. Like, I'm gonna need him to grow up. In the words of Grandma Lola, you need to grow up.
You need to grow up. Rest in peace, Grandma. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
He's very immature. He never hear him have a serious conversation with the women. I don't even understand why Moomin still likes him. Moomin, you know your worth. It's not. Yeah, he's a little playful, but when does that stop? Like, what do your conversations look like? I can't imagine that their conversations are any serious conversations. And I just can't. I really can't. So, moving on from them. Okay. They had the double date with Sydney. It was a new girl, Sydney, Dante, Camille and Cornelius. They went to the selfie museum.
Yeah. which I thought was gross when they were in those the Chuck E. Cheese balls.
Y'all just sitting there marinating in them balls.
But they were in those balls.
It's COVID. Ew. Anyway, who been to the Selfie Museum? Do they clean them balls?
I don't know how they clean them. Okay, so
why are you rushing me? Where you gotta go?
Oh, because I don't remember what happened on their date.
I'm telling you, these characters are I don't remember.
Like some of the stuff that they were saying, I zoned out. Like, and I watched it twice, and I zoned out. Like, I don't even know. I know they went to the Selfie Museum, and I literally the first time I saw it, I saw them at the Selfie Museum, and I zoned out. Okay, let me watch it again. Second time they went to the Selfie Museum, I still zoned out.
Well, it was really nothing. So, I feel like the only big piece about it was what's homegirl name? Camille apologized to Cornelius because at the swimming party, which we forgot to mention, that she called him a country bumpkin.
She did.
Because he was being flirty. Mm-hmm. Called him a country bumpkin, and she was just talking about, I thought we were in this together. Woo, woo, woo. She was just really just going, just looking like Fatal Attraction. She was acting really, it was a little crazy to me. So she apologized, and she felt like she owned.
And we didn't talk about that right quick. Let's talk about, first of all, you don't know this. Like, y'all just started dating. To us, it's like week 2 or whatever, and you just meeting this dude and you calling him names because you mad at something. Anyway, I just thought that was like,
and then she started crying,
especially for a 44-year-old.
She didn't seem like she was emotionally ready. She was,
yeah.
This is a dating show.
It's a dating. You're dating. So if in real life, if you're dating somebody, you want to act out like that. I see if that was your man, then you can act out like that. But that's just like.
And again, you're putting all your eggs in one bag. Who else are you dating? Because when Cornelius stopped liking you, which he probably will, I don't think that's not gonna last. You're temporary.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna be off. So you better go ahead and warm up some more slot machines before another girl hit the jackpot.
Shout out to the wood.
Yeah, so that was only it when they was at the Selfie Museum. Oh yeah, and Sydney and Dante started talking. Dante, I still don't know about him. She's talking about, he's very spiritual. We connected. I didn't see that. So if productions showed us something, I didn't see it.
And that's what I don't like. If the character says something about the person that they're interested in, can you show us some clips to prove what they're saying? Like, can y'all Bravo it? Can y'all Real Housewives it?
And give us show us some receipts.
Show us some receipts. They always have receipts on Real Housewives. Can y'all let that be your template? Thank you. All right.
Management. Dear management.
All right.
Moving right along.
All right. Because I don't remember none of this stuff. So, okay. But I'm remembering the things that stick into me. So go ahead. We can go on.
See, that's why I have my notes. I'm looking at my notes.
And that's how we should edit, because it was this bad. I don't remember half of this stuff. But
anyway, I thought this was the best episode.
This was, to me, honestly, yes.
This was the best episode. It started cooking with hot sauce. So moving along with Mooney and Cornelius. So Mooney addressed Cornelius. They went on a little date. He thought it was going to be something serious. First, I do like Mooney. She is beautiful. Gorgeous, had a wonderful personality. Her energy is great. I love her. Mm-hmm. She addressed him.
She knows how to use her, because unlike it's like her and Shallow both know how to use their feminine, but how Shallow leans more into, the P. Moomin knows how to balance it, in my opinion.
Okay. Sure. But I do like her. She has a really good spirit. What are you talking about? So she did address her because she found out that Tasia told her that Courtney was getting love notes from Corey. Mm-hmm. creepy Corey.
Yeah.
And she addressed him, and she dressed him as a woman. And listen, Corey reminds me of a 90s sitcom. Like if this was a script, he would hit the bar for a 90s TV show or a 90s movie, like How to Be a Player or something.
Yes.
He avoided...
He's giving like Bill Bellamy vibes.
Bill Bellamy, what's the dude from Wayne Tell who said, "You raggedy bitch. You better..."
He stole her wallet. What? You think you stole it?
Yes, the one who threw the orange in front of to Robin.
And I'll put a picture right there.
Yeah, we didn't put a picture. That's what he reminded me of. He is stuck he's in a time capsule. When she addressed him and said, so you're giving love notes to Courtney, or a little scavenger hunt or whatever. And he was like, "Well, did you actually see me give notes?" And she like, "You didn't answer the
never
question."
answered the question directly.
He was being it was, and
he answered every question with a question.
With that question, and it was terrible. And she was like, "Well, answer the question." And he was like, "Well, no, you didn't see me. I don't, these, people, saying things and blah blah, woo woo woo, XYZ." And then he gonna pull out, "Will, you with me because I want you to meet my mom and my dad."
and then if we went further, he'll say that he has a son, and she'll say, "How old is he?"
I don't know. Almost 13.
Yes, shout out to Wait Until Exhale.
That's exactly how he sounds. Like, come on, you are grown. I need you to be honest. All she want to know is, you still feeling her. This is a dating show. So if you feeling her and you may be feeling Courtney, all you had to say was, "Hey, I vibe with Courtney and I also vibe with you. I'm trying to see what that do. And I'm also, still interested in you. So right now I'm undecided who's my number one." Something. Be honest. That's all we want is honesty. I promise you, if you're honest with a woman, 99.9% of the time, she will still talk to your ass.
She would.
Instead of you lying. Because if she catch you in a lie, she gonna be extra mad.
Real mad. Big mad.
Just like you did. That's why you got eliminated with your lying fucking ass. Anyway, so I'm so glad he's gone. I'm so glad he's gone. When Sean and Aisha got on a date, moving on to Sean and Aisha. Sean is a new guy, where Camille called him Tommy because he ain't got no job.
So you tell me, guys, if you're watching, this guy said that he's a creator and also a writer, and what else? Actor. But this, he was
entrepreneur.
He said he was an entrepreneur, right? But it's not giving specificity about his career or his path or even his purpose. So what do you gauge? Is he unemployed? Because in my opinion, he's unemployed to me. Because I be on the Tinders and I be on the Bumbles. And when somebody says entrepreneur, in my mind goes straight to, you work for DoorDash.
Because you make your own hours. It's not, that's real.
DoorDash
you make your own hours.
Or Lyft. Mm-hmm. So help me. What do you think? So anyway, next, what were you saying?
Okay, so Sean and Aisha is on a date, and I love the way Aisha is a conversationalist. She asks really good questions.
Yeah, I love Aisha.
And she makes really good eye contact. I love her. She's refreshing. I like seeing her on screen. And she doesn't want any kids, and Sean doesn't have any kids, and he's 44, and I believe Aisha's 38. And right now, she said she wants to be butt naked and on the beach somewhere. She don't want to have no kids. She want to be flued out. She don't want no kids. And and Sean do. And she likes the chocolate. She likes Sean or whatever, but that might be a problem for them. So, that's something they gotta tackle. I feel like when somebody says that right now, maybe down the line, when she fall in love and get married, maybe she may consider having kids down the line. I don't know if it's an absolute no. Do you think it's an absolute no for Aisha?
I don't think so. Because even though, he wants kids, I feel like Aisha seems like a sweet, genuine person that if she's super, super in love, she would probably have a kid. That would, I see her compromising on it, depending on who the guy is.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. So they had their date. So it cut to. So that is over. So now the girls meet up in the tabernacle with Tommy, or the bar with Tommy, and they're discussing who they're gonna eliminate. And we talked about the connections, and I told you some of the connections. I was like, why? Why are you like Dante? I don't even know who Dante is.
I still don't know who Dante is.
And still, they're not getting any camera time. I don't know who these people are.
So they really got to be making impressions outside of camera.
Yeah, because I don't know who they are. So it came down to Tyrone and Corey. Corey, first of all, he lying. He told Courtney and Mooney he want them to be his mom and dad. And then he lied to Mooney talking about he ain't make no love notes. My thing, listen, here's the thing. You are on a dating show with women. Just like the men, the women meet too.
Yeah.
It don't dawn on your black ass that
they talking about
they gonna be talking about you.
You will be the topic of discussion.
It really doesn't make sense to me. And he's talking about how he's ready to. You're not ready to love. You're playing games, and you're playing old games. Games have been advanced. You are in the minor leagues. You're not even. Your games aren't even good.
Yeah, we got a new game out. You're in Madden 18, right?
It's one of them. Corey annoyed me. He annoyed the crap out of me. So, and then Tyrone also annoyed me too because Sabrina, you could have had a good thing with Sabrina. And you like she said, you put all your eggs in one basket.
So you got eliminated. You get eliminated.
So they both get eliminated. That was the end. The end.
So Tyrone called Tyrone.
Call somebody to use Tyrone.
Can't use my phone.
That was it. And then Shallow was over there crying. I have no idea why you were crying.
I know she's crying. She got emotional for eliminating Tyrone. And I really want to know
she said Phil was her first choice. So I need to put a picture.
Why are you crying over your second choice? But okay,
that's cool. I mean, if that's what you feel,
that's what you like or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But good riddance to Corey. I'm so glad he's gone, and that's that. This was probably one of the best ones so far. It was very entertaining. I enjoyed it. We had more to dive in, but this is all we got right now.
That's it. So catch us on our podcast at Cut Is a Wrap. It's on our streaming podcast, and we discuss all films and media. But thank you for tuning in, and I don't know, peace and blessings, and let us know your thoughts about everything.
All right, see you later. Bye.